What a great waste of everyone's time that was. How disappointing. I had thought you would prove more of a challenge. How? How could he be so much stronger than during the tournament? He was probably holding back deliberately. He might be as strong as Master Cassius. Grandmother, I'm sorry. Claudia, Estelle! That will be far enough, Your Majesty, if you please. They are not mortally wounded, I assure you. Your eyes betray much. You are so young, yet you have endured such hardships already. Your Majesty, you are hardly qualified to feel pity for me. You who know the name of Hamel. It's almost time. I will return Her Majesty to you just as you wished. Huh? If you wish to stop the Colonel, you had best hurry below. You near the point of no return, please. However, you may be able to put the spread of needless damage in check. Below? You cannot mean beneath there. However unpleasant you may find it, I was certain that you would understand the significance. You can show them the way. And now I bid you adieu. Alright, so that was just 100% of waste of literally everyone's time. Specifically mine. You realized your last hit did exactly 69 damage and decided to honorably surrender. I'll allow it. Yo, take his hat! Hey! Is he insane? He's gone. Did he drop into the lake? But the water is undisturbed. Just who is this guy? Grandmother, are you hurt? I am unharmed, Claudia. He never laid a hand on me. But more importantly, Estelle! Oh, finally. Joshua? Thank adios, you're alright. You too. Since Colonel Richard and Lieutenant Lawrence weren't in the castle, I started to worry. Lieutenant Lawrence was in the castle. The red helmet guy was here just a minute ago. What? He jumped over that handrail and, well, who knows. He's some kind of monster, alright. I see. Praise adios for keeping you safe. Joshua. Your Majesty, it's good to see you unharmed. Well met, Lieutenant Schwartz. Indeed, I owe all of you a debt of gratitude. You are far too kind, Your Majesty. We're just glad to be of help. I don't think this is over yet, though. We've dealt with the special ops inside the castle, but I'm afraid there are bad tidings. Army reinforcements from every province are on their way to Grancel. From the sounds of it, the intelligence division is somehow maintaining control. I see. Time is short, my liege. I must ask that you board the ID ship and escape at once. No, that I cannot do. The situation has grown more dire. Colonel Richard must be stopped, whatever the cost. What do you mean, Your Majesty? Last night, I finally understood the true intentions of which the Colonel spoke. He wants the Shining Ring, that word. That word? Why does that sound so familiar? It's one of the septillions, the 7 treasures that Adios gave the ancients. I'm sorry, the what? Was this ever mentioned in the game even once before? The legend says that it has the power to control nature itself. Oh, it just controls nature, huh? Oh yeah, Professor Alba told us about it. He did? Okay, well, you know what? Fair enough. The game told me at some point. I just don't remember anything Professor Alba ever says because I don't care. But I thought that was just some silly story that was passed down through the church. Huh? Huh, so it does exist? And it lies somewhere within Liberl. That is another mistranslation, actually? Really? Starting to think that they didn't put a whole lot of effort into translating these games. According to an old legend of the royal family, the Shining Ring shall bring catastrophe, condemning the sons and daughters of men to eternal purgatory. Oh, well. It has been sealed within the threshold of dust that human life should persist, condemning the sons and daughters of men to eternal purgatory. Well, that's not a little ominous. Those words have been passed down in the royal family as a warning. Perhaps this Shining Ring truly was so dangerous that the royal family's ancestors sealed it away. Also, there was that massive orbital reaction that was detected beneath the city. If one takes both of these into account, this Shining Ring must be sealed away underneath Grancel. It makes sense. Yes, and I believe that the Colonel has reached the same conclusion. There remain no details of what exactly the Shining Ring is, but I believe there will be grave danger for all should it be restored. It could be a disaster on par with the great collapse of Legends. The what? No. Incredible. This game honestly just has too much going on, and this is only the first game in the series. Excuse me, Your Majesty. Lieutenant Lawrence told us to go underground, but what did that really mean? There's a mysterious room within Grancel Castle, where nothing, not even a grain of rice, has been kept in generations, forbidden since long ago. Oh, you mean the Treasury? No doubt about it. There are signs that someone came through here recently, and frequently at that. That's not all. The tracks also suggest that someone brought in something very heavy. I hold the key to this room, but there is a spare. It's likely that's what was used to gain entry. Why is there a spare for this forbidden room? Why would you have a spare key for a forbidden sealed room by your ancestors? Could you be any more of a moron? It would seem that we must investigate. This elevator wasn't here before. Where'd it come from? Perhaps it's a piece of Colonel Richard's new construction, in which case it probably goes down where this shining ring is sealed away. Yes, and that may have been the true goal behind the coup from the very beginning. They could never have built such a thing without occupying the castle. That's crazy. It's definitely a possibility. In any given country, a royal sanctuary is generally regarded as inviolate. To break that trust would require quite an aggressive plan. In case someone steals it, another group can go in and save the world. Well, the original key wasn't stolen. The spare was stolen. So in actuality, all it did was allow the people to go in there where we would need to go stop them in the first place. Maybe instead, after you seal the place and lock it, you should hide the key away somewhere safe and then not let the bad guys know where it is, instead of keeping a spare underneath your floor mat at the entrance to your castle for them to use. Regardless, we'll probably need to use this to get underground. Let's test it to see if it works. Joshua began to inspect the elevator's control panel. What is it? It's locked with some type of orbital energy. It looks like it won't work unless we can find some special type of quartz to put in it. What? No, we've come so far. I'm gonna put the screws to one of those special ops soldiers. One of them might have the key. Yes, that sounds wisest. Oh, do they only have one key instead of... Surely one of them has a spare key on their keychain for this specific scenario. Yes, that sounds wisest. No, that won't be necessary. Huh? It can't be. Professor Russell! Yo, Professor Russell! I forgot what your character model looks like from behind. My man! Queen Alicia, it has been quite some time. I'm glad to see Estelle and Joshua are doing well. Hold up. Professor, what are you doing here? I thought the intelligence division was after you and Zeiss. And on top of that, how did you get here? Grandpa, where'd you go? Hey, enough with running all over the place. Is everyone in your family as big a pain in the butt as you? But Agate... Well, the gang's all here. Oh, Tita. I knew it. Estelle, Joshua. Aw, Tita. Thank goodness, I was hoping I'd get to see you again. We heard at the guild that you two were fighting at the castle. I'm so glad you're all right. Tita. Thank you for being so concerned. It's good to see you well, Agate. But what are you doing in the royal city? Well, we hid out for a bit, but then we happened upon a cargo freighter bound for Grand Cell. And I figured, what the heck? The best place to hide is in plain sight, after all. Once we got the lowdown from Elnon, we came straight to the castle. Alright, got something for you from him. Ah, money. And BP. Aw, we didn't make it to first class. Oh, wait. Yo, first class, gamer moment, let's go. Gladiator belt accessory. I'm truly the greatest. Strength plus 10, defense minus 10, auto CP up. CP automatically recovers during battle. Yeah, that's worth losing 10 defense. Just slap that on Joshua. Is this okay? I mean, we haven't reported in. Yeah, it's the end of the game. Don't worry about it. We don't care. Looks like he got filled in on the general gist of things from a guardsman messenger. So what brings your amateur butts here? Me, I figured we could at least beat up the remaining special ops guys. Wait, I know you. It's been a while, Agate. Thank you for your efforts at the lighthouse. Chloe, right? What's a student doing in a place like this? It seems my granddaughter is in your debt, which means that I also owe you my thanks. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the job. So what's up, Granny? You work in the castle? These numbskulls rope you into helping them. You barbarian! Do you realize to whom you're speaking? You stand in the presence of Queen Alicia of Liberl. Huh? You know, she does look sort of familiar. You really should loosen that bandana of yours, boy. It's obviously squeezing your brain too tight. Russell continues to be the best character in this game, effortlessly. Say that again, old man! Say that again! Queen? So that means this lady would have to be Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. We call her Chloe, though. Claudia's a mouthful. Chloe, meet the professor's granddaughter, Tita. She's like our little sister. I see. It's a pleasure to meet you, Tita. I'd be happy if you'd also call me Chloe. Yes, ma'am. I mean Chloe. Oh, what a little cutie pie. My name's Sherazard. I'm Joshua and Estelle's mentor. Yeah, we don't have anything important going on right now. We can take some time for some introductions, just chat, tell a couple of jokes. Anyone want to start a campfire, start roasting some marshmallows? Maybe we could tell some spooky stories. It's 4th of July. Let's light off some fireworks. I mean, we got time to spare. There's nothing to worry about. You can just call me Shara. Okay, Shara. And you can call me Uncle Olivier. You can call him worthless waste of space, is what you can call him. You shut up. Anyway, this elevator seems to be giving you some trouble. What seems to be the problem? And what naughtios name is going on here? Also, why did you guys come straight to this forbidden treasury? Well, yeah, here's what's going down. Oh, come on. This is some kind of joke, right? You're not serious. I can't believe such a thing would be buried here. Ah, so it's happened, just as I was afraid of. So if we use this elevator, we can get where we need to go? Yes, but it has a special lock. Made of quartz, apparently. Ah, that. Let me have a look at it. This is my own design. It uses a card key! You can't undo the lock unless you insert the card that's embedded with the identical quartz. It's a good thing that I keep a spare! However, this is an early model without any type of failsafe, so if you feed it just the right amount of orbital energy... Man, who would have thought that all of Colonel Richard's plans would be completely ruined because he tried to save money by not buying a new elevator model? Crazy. I guess you're just that stupid when you're so sexist. Woohoo! Nice going, Prof. I'm impressed. Why am I not surprised? Now, shall we descend? We've got trouble! What is it? Report! A division of the regular army has arrived at Grand Cell's main gate. Yo, close the gates. It looks like they're being led by an officer of the intelligence division. What? And 3 military patrol ships are approaching from the lake. Your orders, ma'am? Of all the darn times. Perhaps I should make an appearance in order to persuade them. Grandmother, I will go to the terrace on the roof and address the arriving forces. Lieutenant Schwarz, make your preparations. But what if you are attacked? I believe in them. Misguided though they are still citizens of Liberl. If they see me and hear my voice, I do not believe that they will attack. All right, we'll just count on that, I guess. Your Majesty. All of you, it is with boundless regret that I ask you to shoulder this burden. Please, Your Majesty, you don't need to say anything else. We're the main characters after all. We'll do whatever it takes to stop the Colonel. Please leave this to us. Bye. Yo, let me use like all 8 characters in one fight, cowards. I know you won't let me use more than 4, but still. You owe me for all the times you forced me into only having 2 or 3 characters throughout this just ridiculous nonsense of a game. You owe me this. Let me use 8 characters at once in the final fight. This sure does sound like end of the game music. Is there really like 2 hours left in this game? This might be like a final dungeon moment that takes a little while. What the heck? The ruins from the ancient Zemurian civilization. This track is pretty bumpin'. This game's got some good music. It's at least got that going for it. As old as these appear, I don't get the feeling that this place is completely dead. It seems to function just like the equipment in the tetracyclic towers. That ain't all that's moving. I get the feeling we've got some pretty nasty creatures around here too. Wow. The structures nearby look to be made of modern materials. I suppose Colonel Richards had some construction going on. I suspect you're right. Building anything at this depth is rather impressive. The ruins are even larger than I'd suspected. If we're not careful, we could get terribly lost. It may be best if we split up. 2 groups, 1 for scouting and 1 on standby. What do you mean? Basically, we establish a base camp of sorts in a secure location. That's the gist of it. The scouting party will find a way through. Oh, whoops. My finger twitched and I hit L2 on my controller, and that's the super speed button. The scouting party will find a way through, and the ones on standby will be available to switch out as needed. Once the right path is found, everyone moves forward to establish a new base. Makes sense to me. In that case, I believe that our current location would be the best place to start from. Estelle and Joshua, you'll be the ones to decide who's going to be on which team. Wait, us? But you two are at the very heart of this operation. Also, you're the main characters. I doubt anyone will object. I agree. As do I. I'll follow your lead. Like I have a choice, I'm in. I have faith in you to make the right choices. Olivier enjoyed the bench. Sounds fine to me. Joshua, what do we do? No need to think about it too hard. If things get tough, we can always turn back and switch people out. No, I'm just gonna pick 2 characters and stick with them the whole way. Well then. Choose 2 other members other than Estelle and Joshua. Zane, Chloe. When we find a suitable spot to use as a base, I'll send Sieg back here. He'll be able to show you the way to wherever we are. Also, if I'm not in the scouting party, I'll send Sieg along with you guys instead. Scream! Good idea. That way the search party won't have to backtrack to get the others. It's up to you, Sieg. Scream! Caca! Well, that means we're counting on you to handle the scouting. Just to be on the safe side, I've prepared a complete set of tools. Should have everything you need. If you need to modify any ordnance, just let me know. Okay, we'll be off then. Do Chaos win for what I did? Oh, what, you mean Chaos picked the bulkiest character and the best healing character? What a shock. What a crazy idea by Chaos. Where's that thing? Gladiator headband and then double it up with the gladiator belt? Yeah, that's fine. I don't need a defense stat anyway. CP is for losers. So this is the last dungeon, right, chat? I get through here and then the game's over? How much of like avoiding enemy, give it to me straight, chat. Am I high enough level to beat the final boss? Do I need to go out of my way to try and get like a level up or 2 on the way, or can I just go like smack Richard in the face and call it a day? I ran into an enemy immediately. What the heck is this thing? It's got a chainsaw? You gain levels fast in here? I don't think you are. No? Okay, so we gotta fight some stuff on the way. Lame. Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get some experience along the way, lads. You might want a couple of levels. The final boss can be ... problematic. Oh, joy. I'm so looking forward to it already. What kind of true RPG lover would pick characters based on stats instead of their personality? I don't really care about any of the characters in this game other than maybe Zane. In terms of playable characters. I did make a decision based on personality. I immediately threw Olivier on the bench because he sucks. Everything else was just like, I don't really care about these guys. Like, I don't like any of them more than the other much at all, so I'm just gonna take the ones that do best. Dude, I don't want to get into fights because I want to keep listening to the cool final dungeon music. Die, all of you. There will be no survivors. Only murder. He does just gain CP for standing around now. I love it. Joshua is going to tear through this final boss, hopefully.
Savor the victory.
Bow, 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 bow. Where are we going? I guess I should just fight like most every enemy I run into, since chat says I'm gonna need a few more levels. Hey, punch. Yo, 777s. Where's my $5,000? Ow. until just spamming auto attacks stops working, or not auto attacks, but basic attacks stops working, I'm gonna keep doing it. Poke. Bow, 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 bow. Dead.
Savor the victory. We earned.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, hello. Ow. It's only 3 CP, but that's a lot. And chat is saying it's not even Joshua's turns that do that. It's just, like, every turn that's taken in general adds 3. That's pretty pog. This seems like the best time to use this auto, or this auto. I keep saying auto for some reason. To use this, to steal this crit and just do a ton. We kill like 5 things there. This is probably gonna be a good chunk of experience. Donkey missile, excuse me? That is hilarious. Yeah, he just gets 3 every time someone gets a turn. That's insane. Also, my word, these things are bulky.